Today we're going to be showing you 5 new locations in Fortnite Battle Royale. So what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Fortnite Battle Royale video here today on my channel. Yesterday was the start of Season 4 and we got a huge change to the map. The main one, which most of you would see exactly in the middle of the map, is Dusty Divots. Dusty Depot is no more anymore, and rest in peace the factory just south of Dusty Depot. It got changed into this kind of like moon base, I guess is what you can call it, with a giant crater. That's probably the most obvious one, but in today's video I'm actually going to be sharing with you 5 different changes to the map. Some of them you will know of, other ones that you may not. And if you do find today's video useful and very interesting, make sure you do drop a like down below on this video and subscribe to the channel if you are new as well. So the first location we're going to be taking a look at is Dusty Divot. Now this is directly in the center of the map. You can see the massive crater, and from my initial reaction of looking at Dusty Divot, I thought it was like a moon kind of like operation base, because a lot of the map is kind of like based around movie theater things, I guess you could say, and also space. But I mean, like, there's trucks and everything around here, but it just seems to be, just looking at it, I don't know, with all these pods and everything, like these really cool doors that you can go through, which kind of open, they seem kind of like airlock doors, is what my guess would be, kind of them, what they could be. I feel like it's definitely kind of space-themed still. You got some, like, crazy machinery and everything like that, but although I'm using replay mode to actually show you this right now, guys, there isn't actually any floor loot or anything like that spawning. I mean, chests should spawn. They should be spawning in these locations. Like, sometimes you can get a chest through here. There we go. So you can kind of see the chest locations on the replay mode. You just can't see the floor loots. But of course, with Dusty Divot, we got all of these crystals around the outside of Dusty Divot, and also lots of different meteor crashes. They don't show up in replay mode as of right now, but you can use these, you can consume them, and then you can jump a little bit further. Oh, actually, here's one of them. I must like kind of be in a little bit of range here. Here's one of them to show you exactly what it's like. So this is one of the crystals, as you can see here, and you can consume these, and you can then jump higher, and it makes a very weird noise as well. I also believe that these meteorites, like these small ones, you can actually destroy, and you get a whole bunch of metal from them as well, which is pretty cool. But this is the first location, Dusty Divot. It's got a lot of loot in it. I wouldn't say it's got too many materials, but a lot of people are going here as well. So it's definitely a cool place to go if you haven't already checked it out. A lot of people might be like, you know what, I'm not going to go to Dusty Divot at the start because it's going to be chaotic. I'll wait till it dies down a little bit, and then I'll start heading to this location. The next location that I'm actually going to be taking you to is over in this direction, past Tomato Town, and it's actually in the top. It's the northeast side of the location, or the map, should I say. And if you look at it here, this used to be just trees and a couple of like little factories. This is now called Risky Reels, and a massive meteors hit this location, and there's a lot of cars destroyed and everywhere, and it's a good source for metal. But I do kind of like it because this is kind of giving this part of the map a nice little extra reason to go here, because I mean, this was pretty empty. This had not much going for it at all, to be honest, over in this location. A couple of houses, a couple of trees, it was pretty empty. So I'm kind of glad they have added a location over here. I personally thought when they added Lucky Landing, they would have put something like that over here, rather than putting it down at the bottom, where, in my opinion, we didn't need it. But we still have some houses around here. We've got some over there, and we do have some behind as well. So it's literally just adding extra to this location. And we do have a couple of buildings in here. We also have another movie set with a green screen, which is pretty cool because you can actually use this to actually do emotes and stuff. Use a chroma key to actually take the green screen away, and then you could put those dances on any video that you wanted to. So we have a bunch of chests around here. Like, there's a chest in this little hut here as well. They do definitely seem to have increased the chests in these new locations and stuff like that. There's a vending machine over here as well. I didn't know you could actually get one in here. There's a chest in the toilet. And it's a pretty cool place to go. Very good source of metal. And of course, because there is a meteorite crash here, you will get some of the shards, or the crystals that you can consume to actually jump higher and stuff like that. So if you know any of the circle, you can use them to get a little bit closer to the circle. And it gives you a little bit of a boost. We're going to stay on the north side of the map now while we head over pretty close to Junction for the next location. This one is on the northwest side, just east of Junction. And there was some kind of like location here before. They've just changed it around a little bit, and there's definitely a lot more loot here than there was. Also, there is another meteorite strike here. I didn't know you could get 2 chests spawning in these cars, and you can also get a 3rd one in the truck. So right there's 3 chests, and of course there are the crystals, so you can get some loot. But we're heading over just a little bit further in this direction, very, very close to the giant llama. We have this new location here. Now, this was, I think, a house and like a little hut. It's now been changed into these 2 containers, which can contain chests as well. This one specifically can contain a chest over here on the fridge. And then we have what looks to be like half a Dusty Depot container, is what I'm going to say it is. Now, there are a bunch of chests in here as well. There's another movie set. As you can see here, there's another movie set going on here. No idea what this one's meant to be, but there is another movie set. You can get a bunch of chests around here. You can get one up here. You can get another one up here as well. A huge bunch of chests you can get around in these locations. It's a good source of wood as well. I think I found a chest just behind here as well at some points. But yeah, it's another cool location. It's not a named location, and it definitely has changed from where it had before. It was like just a house and a little shack. There's definitely more loot here. So it's a little bit more worthwhile coming over to Junction, because personally, I think Junction is a great place to find a lot of loot. Material-wise, the metal is a little bit more difficult to get, but the loot is very, very good. And of course, right next to that is one of my favorite places. Thank the Lord it didn't get affected. Is what I call broken houses. Some people call it like Harry Potter houses because of this little church roof here. And this is also a brilliant place to get loot as well. Up to 5 chests and a lot of floor loot. Now, we're actually going to stay pretty close to this side of the map as well. Again, we're actually going to go just a little bit closer to Snobby Shores for the next location, because this location is probably one of the coolest ones. I'm not going to lie, because there is now what I'm going to class as a enemy or an evil base hidden in the mountain. Like, look at this. You can kind of see it just a little bit from the side of the mountain, and this is so cool. Definitely the coolest of all of the locations I've shown you all so far. So there's a lot of purple going on in this theme. Purple usually relates to like evil and enemies and stuff like that. So we have like some purple cars that they can kind of drive out of and stuff like that. I don't know why you'd want to, seeing as there's a giant cliff there. But then we have like this massive rocket, which is like ready to be set off. And what's cool is that all of this is literally inside of the mountain, which is freaking cool. I am not going to lie. Now, once again, you can find a lot of chests in this location as well. There's a chest here in the swimming pool. I believe I found another chest just over here as well. So there's a lot of loot around here, guys. But this is probably the coolest out of them all so far, because it's built into the mountain. And this wasn't here before, guys. This was just a mountain before. So they've kind of cut into it. They have a rocket that's ready to launch. I don't know if that's going to do anything throughout the season. I have absolutely no idea. Oh, what is this? Ooh, there's another chest down here. Sneaky, sneaky. A little kind of hut hiding it a little bit. So there's another chest as well. And they have this like little logo. I don't know if this logo is meant to mean something. But there is this logo. It's kind of like a pitchfork upside down without the handle. Or something like that. No idea what this logo is meant to do. Maybe we'll find out in the near future of what it's going to do. But there's definitely a purple theme going on over there with this location. But this is definitely, in my opinion, the coolest one of them all so far. It's a hidden enemy base with a giant rocket hidden in a mountain. Like, that's freaking cool. Absolutely amazing. And we're going to show you one more location today, guys. And because there's going to be 5 locations that I'm going to show. And this is all the way on the other side of the map. It's just south of, what's it called? Lonely Lodge, and just north of the kind of crazy maze that they have going on. It's good that they've added something here as well, because especially the maze, it was a very, very, very empty place. And we can see it over here, just south of Lonely Lodge. We have a new location. Once again, this isn't named. The only 2 that are named are the first 2 locations I showed you. But we start off. Oh, there's a vending machine here. That's nice to know that they've added a vending machine here. So there is a vending machine. There is a little hut here that can have some loot in it. And then we have a huge, long driveway leading up to this house, because this isn't just a house, guys. This is a mansion. This is like the biggest house we have in the game, period. And it's absolutely huge. You can get floor loot spawning on these hedges over here. But look at this. It's 3 floors high, and there's a basement as well. And I have a feeling that this is like the heroes mansions. So we have the enemy base, which was the rocket inside the mountain, and this one seems to be like the hero's base as well. And there is actually a Fortnite letter that you can find on the top of this place. But look at this. I'm going to just take you through it now. It's freaking cool. So you have in here a bunch of little rooms that can have a bunch of loot in. You can go down through this bookcase as well, because it's kind of like a secret hidden bookcase. This one looks like it's been slid forward, and it's like, from my opinion of what it looks like, it's like the floors meant to slide forward, and it like hides this underground base. It's just they haven't done that yet. But under here we have a lot of loot. We have a lot of spawnable locations as well, and then we can go down even lower, down these steps here to another chest, which it actually looks out onto the ocean, which is pretty cool. If you fall down here, there's a little bit of land. You have a bit of stone that you can break and get yourself back up with. But overall, I think this is a really cool basement. I wouldn't say it's as good as the one in the mountain, but this is a nice view of the location. It's a pretty cool place to hide as well if you're still in the circle. This seems to be like the hero logo as well. So we've got like heroes and villains in this game right now, because there is superheroes. It's definitely superhero themed. So we have heroes logo and the villains logo. Let's move upstairs a little bit here, because look at all these rooms, guys. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 rooms on the next floor, which is pretty crazy. And then moving over to the top, we have a pretty open space room. This looks like it's the gym. Another chest, once again, is this logo. I have no idea what this logo actually is, but we have a logo as well. And then we have a little doorway going out to the balcony, which is another nice view. We've got a barbecue going. And then we have like this little back area as well, which is kind of like a little rooftop area. There can be a chest hidden through here. There you go. And it's really cool, guys. I think this is another awesome location. Oh, there's a garage at the back here that I totally didn't show you guys. That's through one of the doors as well. That heads back into the main hallway. But overall, I think this is a freaking cool place as well. I mean, like, they've added a bunch more places. A little bonus one which I could give you as well. Oh, didn't mean to do that. A little bonus one I can give you as well is Moisty Maya has been changed a little bit. A lot of people will probably know about this one. That's why I didn't share this one in the video. And this has been changed into a giant movie set. Like, Moisty Maya is still here, but then they've added like a giant movie set over in this location. Like, look at it. There's like props and cameras and everything. Green screens. More green screens. There's like a helicopter kind of like that's crashed here. There is actually a letter above this as well, if you want to go check that out. But overall, Moisty Maya has been changed a little bit as well. I'm not going to touch too much on that one because I was only meant to show you guys 5. But nonetheless, that are 5 new locations on map changes in Battle Royale. Look at the prison. Rest in peace, prison. I loved it. And now it's been destroyed. But hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, make sure you do drop a like down below. I will keep an eye out on the hunt for more new locations. If you haven't seen any, let me know. I do know about the secret location in Salty Springs, but that's not really like a brand new location. But overall, I'm going to end today's video, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy it, and I'll catch you guys next time.